Namaste. Salutations, greetings. It's Thursday night. It's 9 o'clock. So that makes this. Do we need to turn up the microphone volume? All right. So that makes this Thursday Night Vibes with Master Roachee and Caitlin, the talent. Now, we do not have any updates following the very disappointing news about the cuckoos that came to Earth. So, Caitlin, the talent.
Yes,
How
yes.
are you tonight?
No.
No what?
No.
No,
I am not.
you're not all right.
No.
No, you have had a rough day, haven't you?
Yes. Yes.
So,
Yes, I have.
well, I am sorry that you had a rough day.
It's okay.
Right.
I'll live. But shout out to Tammy for making my day truly awful. You know who you are.
That's Tammy. You made Caitlin the talent's day truly awful. You know
yeah.
who you are, and you
Yeah.
heard it first
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Here,
Yeah.
this is breaking news.
Not like regular awful either. Like 5 panic attacks awful. Like you need to reevaluate your life decisions.
Well, I can see that, and and that comes to one of the topics I wanted to talk about tonight.
Oh?
Yeah, it's who determines your worth.
Ah. Yes.
And,
I'd like to believe that I determine my own worth.
well, that's I'm gonna be a presidential spokesperson. We're gonna circle back to this because we got a couple of cool announcements coming up for this week.
Oh?
Well, we're part of the Grow family and
Yes.
Hippie 365 and all and those guys, and we've been invited to do a segment on Monday nights.
Oh.
So I gladly accepted, and it's going to be all kind of about our herbal remedies, holistic living, how cannabis can aid in that in many different ways. So it's just going to be a lot of vibing and some new age hippie shit. Yes.
Hello, Anna Marie.
Hello, Anna Marie.
Hello, Amber.
Hello, Amber. Namaste. Pleasure with having everybody on tonight. But yeah, we're going to be doing a special segment for Grow Fam. It's going to start February 6th, and we'll be getting more information out on that. So very, very excited, and I want to thank Ash and Dreadful for allowing us to be a part of it. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I know your schedule is just bonkers.
I can attempt to do it from a remote, undisclosed location.
Well, we might be able to do that. Yes, we could. We could do that. We've got all of this wonderful technology.
Yes.
Which I am a master of.
And sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
So, what can I say?
Now, there are some nights where I could be here in person, but,
right.
With college and work and cats.
Yes.
I just got a lot going on.
I understand. But yeah, we're going to be doing that starting February 6th. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're just going to get into some different vibey stuff and exploring just amazing recipes. I can make you things to help with sinus congestion and soothe a sore throat, all the way to you want to speak with God. So, it depends on the ingredients and how you blend them.
Right.
But we can talk about all kinds of neat stuff.
Oh, speaking of sinus infections, you used to be a paramedic, right?
Yes, I did.
So you know some know-hows on some know-how stuff, right?
Yes, and I was an Army medic also.
Okay. So I had this scab in my nose, right? Right. And it was really pokey. So I kept picking it to get rid of it. Right. And it made my nose on this side where the scab was hurt, like along this way. It still kind of hurts up this way a little bit. Did I give myself a sinus infection?
Possibly. It's probably more irritation than anything.
The funny thing though is the scab is like right here, like right at the edge of my nostril, but the pain radiated all the way up to like where the bridge of my nose kind of begins.
That's possible because you have a lot of nerves and vessels in your nose, and you could get referred pain up in there especially if you've been irritating that, and it could travel
constantly. I have irritated it every single day. Every single day.
Well, I have a suggestion for you. We have that second blend of salve. Why don't you try a Q-tip and some of that salve on there?
I just might.
We have had some amazing reports from this salve. This is the second formulation that we put out for people to try. One is I was wanting to try it on people with plaque psoriasis.
Right.
And we had a report back that after 2 to 3 weeks of use, they had reduced their area of inflammation by 60 to 70%. So that was exceeding my expectations. And then we had another report back that somebody just decided to try it on some fibromyalgia pain flare up. I think it was in the shoulder. And they said that they received relief from it.
Ooh.
So, I mean, these aren't in-depth studies, but these are some surprising feedback that we've been getting from this salve on unexpected benefits.
Hello, Doyle.
Doyle, namaste, my friend. Namaste.
Hello, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff. Nice to see everybody. Thank you for joining us. Anyway, I'm circling. Circling back on who determines your worth.
Hey, no, wait. Let's pause that circle.
All right.
Pause that circle. Anna Marie Baker wants to know. She said she was just going to ask if it helps with fibromyalgia pain, and how does she get some?
I'll tell you what, Anna Marie, this is the second formulation. It's kind of raw because when I was formulating it, I was medicated, and anyway, I didn't infuse it properly, so it's a little gritty. I'm getting ready to do a third formulation here shortly. I'll tell you what, DM me and I will send you out a sample to try. And this is the second formulation. It's gritty. It's a very raw formulation, but I would love for you to try it and get your feedback, because that was one person out of several that experimented with it. I wasn't expecting this, but yes, I would love to send you some to try out to get your feedback if you want to try it. So DM me.
Master Roachee at masterroacheesgarden.com.
Yeah. Yep. Master Roachee at masterroacheesgarden.com. And that will come to me, and just put in the subject line salve.
Ow.
And that way I know who it's coming from, because I get a few emails each day.
She said, I don't mind gritty, and thank you so much. I would love that.
Certainly. I'm very interested in your feedback, so please let me know. And I recommend this to be used once or twice a day, or as needed. It's been formulated it does a little bit of everything. It's great for your skin. It'll work for tightening up some wrinkles. It also has antibiotic and I do believe, viral properties. So it's great for taking care of small wounds and cuts. It softens your hands. It has pain relieving properties in it. This is just kind of why make 5 different salves when if you formulate one right, it's great for many things. So you don't have to have a bunch of different products. It's all natural.
Master Roachee's 5-in-1 all natural wonder salve.
Right. Our base is cold pressed hemp seed oil and beeswax, and we're very careful to watch the temperature of the beeswax to make sure you get that healing property. Because if you raise it when you're melting it above a certain temperature, you lose all of the benefits, and then you just wind up with a wax base. So we're very careful on that.
Hoorah!
Hoorah! I'm getting nerdy. I get to get nerdy. You know, the kids think I'm hip.
Do they now?
Yeah. Yes, they do.
Kids these days, man.
I know.
Once again, shout out to Tammy for making my day horrible. Tammy.
So.
How dare you? All right, now circling back.
Circling back. Who determines your worth? And you said you'd like to think that you determine your worth.
Yeah.
But do you? Because, you know, we're always looking for affirmation on ourselves from the public, from the family, from coworkers. You know, everybody wants to be recognized. Now, does the recognition, gratification, you know, do you place such a value on that where it's more important to be recognized and seen as other people see you? Or is it internal when you've let go of everything and it doesn't really matter anymore?
Okay, so like I said, I prefer to think that I determine my own self-worth, because when you are constantly seeking validation from others, that's where you run into some problems.
Very true.
Because when you don't receive that value,
but yeah, the validation.
Yeah, when you don't receive it, it's kind of like heart crushing.
Right.
So if you're just giving yourself the validation rather than trying to get it from others, that's better.
It's even more than that. It's that you go past the need for validation.
Like you ascend.
You ascend.
You ascend beyond the need for value.
This is all about a process,
mm-hmm.
and you've got to let go. You've got to let go of the stuff that drags you down, the negative mindset, the negative thoughts, and first you have to acknowledge them.
Right.
And then once you acknowledge them, you've got to accept them. And then the final part, after you acknowledge and accept, you let it go.
Right.
And pretty soon you can start doing this. And validation from others really doesn't have much meaning or much hold on you now, because you're free of that. And, you know, that's, and that's helping determine self-worth. But these are hard processes, because you have to take a critical look at yourself and recognize, you know what? Yeah, I really screwed that up. But it's in the past. There's nothing I can do about it. And then, you know, once you can accept it, and then you can release it. But you have to do this, and it takes time. But you can get to a point where you're free of that, and you're free to be yourself and support others without needing their validation. Being a true friend.
Right. Right.
So, that's at least that's a little bit of my take.
Hello, Jane Doe.
Jane Doe.
Spelled
Welcome. I'm glad Jane's here. Hi, Jane.
Dough.
Right.
Dough.
I'm glad you're working on your letters now that you're in college. Yeah, keep working on them letters and numbers.
So I don't know if this coincides with your ascension of validation.
Uh-huh. Yes.
But it made me think of this I don't know what to describe it as, a suggested thought. The thought that everybody you meet, whether it be people at work, people at school, your mom, your dad, everybody sees you differently.
Mm-hmm.
No two people have the exact same view of you. And none of them have the same view of you as you have of yourself.
Right. Exactly.
Big thoughts.
But we are all interconnected. And I believe that people that are brought in your lives are brought in your lives for a reason. They have a message for you or a lesson for you. You have a message or a lesson for them. Be it good, be it negative. But there is something there is a reason why we meet.
Right.
Everybody we meet. As a matter of fact, we've got somebody that's possibly coming on that's new. Isaac, if you're watching, a shout out. I look forward to talking to you on Saturday. Got a lot of cool stuff I want to talk to you about. But Isaac is going to come in and help us with some stuff. So he's over in the UK, and I got some really good vibes from him. Looking very excited about getting together and doing some brainstorming and seeing what we come up with. But hopefully another creative cog in the group.
Right.
So
right.
very, very excited about that.
Talking about people teaching us lessons, I'd like to once again shout out Tammy. Thank you for teaching me that people sometimes are mean for just no reason. Are we sensing a theme?
Tammy was put into your life for a reason.
Well, she can leave. She can find the door.
Well, maybe this is, to teach you something. Open up doors into your mind. So, she is put in as a challenge to you, and you see how you can adapt and work with the situation instead of hating her and her life. Maybe you can help teach her how to be better.
I never said I hated her, first of all.
Okay.
I didn't say I hated her. But
yes.
Today, no. She's gonna have to pay back for today.
Oh, no.
No.
What does it say up there?
Hey?
Positive vibes only. That's what that sign says.
Maybe I came in to Tammy's life to teach her a lesson.
Well, maybe you need to do it with more positive energy.
I never said that the payback and the lesson weren't going to be positive. She's going to be a better person.
Put positive and love into it.
And then I will feel better as well.
Retribution with love and positivity. How does that work for you? No, you're just not feeling it.
I don't know, dude.
Yes,
it's just real hard for me to feel positive feelings towards her right now. And you see what the issue?
Yes, tell me the issue.
I think is so. We never had any quarrels before today. We weren't necessarily like friends at work, but like we didn't hate each other. We just worked together. You know what I mean? Just
Mhm.
co-workers, no kind of established chitty chat relationship of any sort. Like I'd ask her how we'd small talk. That's about it. Nothing in depth. But it was all positive reactions up until today.
Oh,
Today, she must have been having just a bad day or something.
she could be. She could have just had a bad day.
Yes, but that's like another lesson. Even if you're having a bad day, don't take it out on other people.
Right? But some people can't help it. Some people don't even realize they're doing it. So, like I said,
Like I said, I'm gonna be Tammy's lesson.
Release it. Let that shit go.
I'm on.
Let
That's
that-
what
let
I'm
that-
doing. That's what I'm doing. This is my process.
With the help
This
of
is my process.
a Groovy Days oil that she took earlier. And where can you find this Groovy Days oil?
At MasterRoacheesGarden.com, of course.
And Caitlin, didn't your shitty day turn into a groovy day after you took the oil?
Yeah, well, emotionally I feel better. Emotionally I feel better.
Well, that's what this oil does.
Yes.
that's what it's there for, is to help relieve stress and anxiety.
Live testimony right now. When I have a panic attack, I cry.
Oh, we know.
Yes.
We
And
know.
then I can't stop crying after I have a panic attack. It takes me literally ages.
Mm-hmm.
Groovy Days make you stop crying after a panic attack oil.
I think my favorite panic attack of yours was at the Chinese restaurant in Lafayette. That was an epic one.
Sir, we were at the mall in Lafayette, first of all.
Yes.
If you're going to tell the story, get it right.
And it was a Chinese restaurant.
No, it was Panda Express. It was an Americanized Chinese.
All right.
Yes. And yes, I had an anxiety attack.
Yes.
In the line.
Yeah, that was one of the that's on my top 10.
Watching me cry?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because we told you it was going to happen.
That I was going to cry?
And you said I will be fine.
Well, I thought I was going to be fine.
5 minutes.
You all listen, this is some real life advice right here.
5 minutes.
Put this on a t-shirt. You always start quote. You always think you're gonna be fine until you're not. End quote.
And there you go. A quote from Caitlin the Talent. You think you're always going to be fine until you're not. No wiser words has she spoken in the last couple of years, actually.
Listen, that's applicable to today too, because I was having a fine day until I had to go over and help Tammy. Shout out to you, babe. Until I had to go help her out on her hallway. I was having, my day was going smoothly. I was getting all my stuff done. And then I had to go help her and just went downhill from there.
You got to be a joyful team player.
I was being a joyful team player when I went over there. Listen.
Well, at some point that changed.
Yes, it did. After she yelled at me.
Oh.
Numerous times.
Well, if you were doing your job, she wouldn't have yelled
at you. I was doing my job. Not only was I doing my job, I was also doing like 2 or 3 other people's jobs. And I was still getting yelled at.
Really? Well,
and that is why Tammy got her butt chewed by our director of nursing.
I heard something that the troll in the corner was shouting.
Yeah, she told you to leave me alone.
Oh. All right. I'll leave you alone.
I'm getting it all out.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
See,
I'm encouraging you to do that.
See, somebody in the future.
This is why I'm your life coach.
Will learn lessons.
I've learned the lessons.
from me
now
today.
I'm trying to help you learn lessons. So, you are so lucky. People pay big money for me as a life coach. And I'm giving this to you for free. Oh, speaking of big money, how did the poll go? Do I get my
I don't know.
my tasty
I didn't look at it. Ma!
We've got to know the results because I need to know if I need to set up a OnlyFans account.
The last time I looked at it, no.
So, we want to see the results of the poll, and
I hear our panel tabulating the results as we speak.
Well, yes, I would like to know the results of this because I am all set to do tasty, tasteful nudes.
Of course you are.
Yes.
The last I checked, it was no. It was no for you and no for me.
Are you ready for poll results?
Oh, gosh.
Yes, we need the poll results.
Poll results.
All right. Hang on.
In the case.
Kate's the Talent Piggy Picks.
In the case of Kate the Talent's Piggy Picks.
Piggy Picks.
There's 10 votes.
There's 10 votes.
Hang on. You had 4 for yes.
4 for yes.
And you had
6 for no.
Hang on. Wait, you had 4 for piggies. 5 for no, that's okay. And 1 that said yeah, no.
Mom, step closer over here and read those again.
Okay.
Closer.
Oh my goodness. No, you can hear me.
Closer.
You can hear me from the living room.
No.
I can hear me.
No, Mom, I can't hear you. Okay, go.
Okay, so you had 4 for piggies. 5 for no, that's okay, thanks. And 1 for yeah, no.
Oh.
Okay. Now, Master Roachee's mystery box.
Yes. The mystery box.
The mystery box.
The mystery box.
We had 20 votes, all for yes for a mystery box.
All right.
Which is
Yeehaw.
cool. Yay. So that's something we're going to look at doing very, very in the near future.
Right.
Yes.
We got to put a few more things together for the mystery
We
box.
have
the
to
Master
formulate
Roachee
the mystery
starts
box.
an OnlyFans.
Yes, I'm excited about this. I'm ready to create that account.
Okay. There were 14 votes.
Oh,
14 votes.
7 yeses
All right.
and 7 no's.
Well, I guess that leaves me as the tiebreaker.
No.
So,
Hello, Christopher friend.
hello, cousin Chris. How are you doing, my friend? Namaste. Glad to see you tonight. So, going to be on Grow Fam on Mondays. Check us out and check out the rest of the Grow Fam lineup. Ash was talking to me about it. He's got some really cool stuff lined out for everybody. So definitely something to check them out. We're here every Thursday night. Or you can catch us on reruns on YouTube. We have all of our previous shows on YouTube.
At Master Roachee's Garden.
At Master Roachee's Garden on YouTube. So you can check us out there and on Facebook.
Yes.
And we're out in several other places too. So got some other stuff that's going to be coming up, but too early to talk about that. But we are looking for I just finished up some stuff and we're starting to get some good data. So I'm going to start looking for investors.
Ooh.
Yep. Have been this business plan has been a monster that's growing on its own. I started on this thing 2 years ago.
Right.
And it just because as we get involved in more things like the hotel suppliers and all that wasn't in the original business plan, everything has to go back to be rewritten to incorporate that into the, it's just constantly evolving.
Right.
But we got something else that people may be really excited about coming up. We are looking into setting up an affiliate program.
Oh, pray tell.
Do you know what an affiliate program is?
What be that?
Well, we look for people to basically be brand representatives and as they sell product, they get paid. So they can do this online. They can, do different things, but we're offering to start out a very, very good sales percentage. So we've got a few more things to put in place, but we may be rolling that out in the next month or two.
Can I be an affiliate?
Certainly. And and then whatever, you sell on your own, you'll make a percentage of profit.
Ooh, I like profit.
So, but we're going to be setting that up soon. So there may be some people out there that, if you're interested in this, possibly, because we're going to probably run just a couple of people initially to see how it works. So if somebody's interested, hit me up, let me know, and we'll talk to you and tell you kind of how it's going to be set up. So,
yeehaw.
Something kind of interesting.
It is interesting.
I mean, are you
very, very interesting?
Are you digging it? So, do you have us any music tonight?
No.
No, you have nothing.
No.
You brought nothing. Nothing to the table. Just negative vibes.
You know what?
What?
You can thank Tammy.
Well, thank you, Tammy. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, kind of getting back. But did Tammy have a negative effect on your self-worth today? Or was it your reaction to Tammy?
Okay, I would say she didn't have a negative effect on my self-worth.
Okay.
Because, I still know I'm a good person. I know I'm still a hard worker. I know I do the best. When I show up to work every day, I do the best I possibly can do. Even when I'm not at work with any venture that I may be doing, I do the best that I possibly can do. So she didn't have a negative effect on my self-worth. It's just, don't be mean to people. Period. Period.
Oh, I think that's I believe that wholeheartedly.
Yeah. Don't be mean to people.
Mm-mm. As it used to be said, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything.
Yeah. Well, you see, and I had this discussion with my scheduler, and she said this is a thing that Tammy does whenever, she's having a bad day, and she picks out one of the CNAs working with her, and she's just horrible to them all day.
So you were the lucky draw.
Yeah. And I haven't had the best week, but I was still maintaining my PMA until, she decided to yell at me for the third time.
Right. Well, I'm not picking on you, but, everybody out there experiences days just like you had, and they all have their Tammy in their life somewhere. But I think this is just a good way to talk to everybody else about their Tammys.
Yeah.
So, that's what I'm not being mean. I'm not being mean to you. I'm wanting to let you know how we're doing this.
Right.
And talking to everybody about, are they letting
Tammy's
in
there's
their life?
A lesson to be learned from Tammy.
And this is?
Don't be mean to people.
Right. But also let karma take care of it.
Well, and I feel like also you could draw a self-worth lesson from it as well. No matter how bad somebody makes you feel, don't let it affect your self-worth.
Right. Don't let it affect your energy.
Yeah.
Because, people are out there, and some are going to try to, drain your energy for them. These energy vampires, they'll suck your energy.
Right.
Some are just out to, darken your energy, suppress it, disrupt it. and you gotta respond with your positive energy. Don't let them affect you. And it's so hard. It's so hard because there is a natural human desire for recognition and validation. And and when you're doing the best that you can, and people are not even giving you the basic, thank you for the hard work that you put in. That can be, very difficult.
Oh yeah.
And that's when people throw up their hands and say, what the fuck, I can't do this, and I'm tired of dealing with this stuff. And yeah, that's a negative. I'm glad the director of nursing talked, because that's kind of makes it a hostile workplace.
Well, the funny thing was, because Tammy was the one who was yelling at me and like really made my day. Like she was the cherry on top of the bad day that I was having.
Of your shit Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. It's Tiffany that really made my day bad, and then Tammy just went and made it worse. Like gave it that extra little oomph to just throw me into full-blown non-communicable wheezes and squeals.
I see this.
Because,
Well, when you came here, you weren't exactly a happy camper.
No, I was still crying.
But after a dose of Groovy Days, that all changed.
I was still crying. Listen, y'all, freaking everything that went down around 12:45. I sat in one of my boss's offices until 3:00 trying to calm myself down enough to drive. By the time I picked Mom up at like 3:45, 3:50, I had almost stopped crying, but I like, it's really hard to explain. With my panic attacks, sometimes they send crying back through the emotional cycle, and I'll just out of nowhere, after I've had a panic attack, I'll just start crying again. So
but that ended with a dose of Groovy Days oil, CBD oil, full spectrum CBD with a little Delta 8 added in.
Yes.
And a little Delta 10.
I just want to
excuse me, THCO, Delta 8, and full spectrum CBD.
Yes. I just wanted to emphasize the length of the anxiety attack.
Well, I hate to hear that, but yeah, we all have to.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Tammy and Tiffany.
But we all have to learn to deal with Tammy's and Tiffany's, so they don't affect us, so much, so deeply.
Yeah. That's why I'm letting it all out.
Right.
You got to let it out.
And, when you start feeling yourself get, anxious and stuff, you need to work on your breathing exercises.
Listen, that's the thing. So I felt a panic attack coming on. Right? So I removed myself from the situation for a moment. I, went down to the dining room because Tiffany wasn't in the dining room, which meant I was to go down to the dining room. So I removed myself from the situation, went down to the dining room, was down there for a little while, away from the situation. I come back and it was still just as bad. It didn't stop. Like I was doing everything I was asked.
Right.
And I was still getting screamed at.
But, that is their reactions to the things that are going on, and it's directed at you. But, you've got to understand that is just them. It really has no bearing. As long as you're doing, your stuff, they are acting like idiots. It's on them, and that's hard to,
like
accept.
usually, like I can let it roll off, but I don't know. Today I was just, having a really anxious day, and I wasn't able to handle my feelings as well. But sometimes you can't stop a panic attack.
Oh yeah,
When
I
the
agree.
stressors are too immense, you can't. Sometimes you can't.
I've witnessed, severe panic attacks
Mhm.
uh, when I was a paramedic,
Yeah.
and it's very real, very
Yeah.
real, and it's and there's drugs out there to help control that, but there's also biofeedback methods and other things that can help reduce the severity. And deep breathing exercise is one of them. Clearing
Right.
your mind, just concentrate on the breathing. Let that whole situation go for 1 to 2 minutes, and concentrate on your breathing, and then come back.
Right.
But if you remove yourself from the situation, but you're still thinking about the situation, dwelling on the situation, removing yourself didn't help. You have to shift it for a moment,
Right.
so you can get your grasp back. And that's where that breathing exercise, by just concentrating on the breathing, letting everything else go, and pushing it out of your mind, and do that for 1 to 2 minutes, you're going to have a calm, and you're going to have more choices on how to proceed with the situation.
Well, and see, I had calmed myself. I was calm when I went back to the hallway, and I was proceeding with what I should have been doing, and it's just you can't win them all.
This is a dragon that has manifested in a cat in this dimension.
I think the thing that surprises me most
An old dragon at that.
is that you can be that old and have worked in healthcare for that long and still not know how to treat other people. But like, if you think about that on a deeper level, right? Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. If you think about that on a deeper level, the way I thought about it is her soul isn't as spiritually as mature as mine is.
It could be angry soul, hurt soul,
Yeah.
damaged soul.
Yeah.
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 And we all have our own involvement.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows if this lifetime is just one of that evolution. Because we certainly evolve, or are capable of evolving in this lifetime.
Right.
But how far is it to how far can we evolve? Where does energy go? That is what I'm asking.
Right.
Yes.
So now I have a question for you,
Who?
both of you.
Oh.
Okay,
So-
it's the troll from the corner.
Okay, the troll from the corner. While we're talking about this, since we're in this deep depth conversation, so now we're talking about souls, and what are your opinions of why we're here and where we're going in the next life? Is there a next life?
I don't have time for this in one video.
Do you feel? Because I feel like this is to coincide with what you're saying. I feel like every lifetime we either go into a better life, depending on our behavior, or go into a worse life. Granted, we all go to heaven, but where does it go from there? Are we on different planes?
I think that
Just to give you guys something to contemplate and talk about.
And now you're leaving.
Now I'm leaving.
Thanks.
well, I mean, if you look at physics, energy doesn't go away.
No.
It just changes. So with that being said, and the body having the vibrations and the electricity running through it, is the soul the essence, our essence, or what people call the soul? And when it leaves this shell, it could possibly be go into another dimension.
Mm-hmm.
So that we're starting to get into string theory stuff, but yes, I believe that energy never dissipates and it just changes, and we enter another dimension for a new beginning or a new experience. And this could be we could be an avatar and go into the next level.
Right.
We may have already cleared 100 levels on this game, but you don't think about or remember the levels prior. You just look at the levels you're moving to. So, and that's the other thing, people talk about past lives, regressions. I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
I think it really gets in depth when you take it to the level of that. Technically, our souls don't have to move in a linear pattern.
No.
So as to where during this lesson, we're in the certain year ranges that we are in, we're experiencing the 2020s. As to where when we pass on into the next soul lesson, it could be back in like the 1500s.
Well, that's where you start talking about interdimensions, because there's different dimensions in time and space. I think they said up to 9. So anywhere into those different dimensions and timelines, you could find yourself theoretically.
But also, though, like timelines and no linear. Like
No.
Time is a concept of human conception.
Yeah. Time means nothing. There is actually no such thing as time.
Yes, time isn't real. It does not exist.
But birds are.
No, they're not.
Birds are real.
Doyle, Mom feels your pain.
What?
He said that it's hard to watch when the dogs keep wanting to go out.
Right. Yes. The troll in the corner suffers from dog up your ass syndrome. And currently there is no proper cure for it.
Do you? The acronym for dog up your ass syndrome?
Yes.
Do yes.
Do us.
Do yes.
Do yes.
Do yes.
Do yes. Do you have do yes?
Uh-huh.
Well, we're sorry, because there is no known cure for do yes.
No, there's not.
So.
Or Kuyas.
Oh yeah.
There is no known cure for Kuyas either.
And this one has to be on my lap and attached to me 24/7.
Constantly.
Literally. It is just crazy. Now, let's talk about a little bit of cannabis consumption.
Oh.
Now, because I want to talk about this more broadly as we get into the Monday night stuff. But set and setting. Set and setting is so important for so many things, from concerts to football games to religious ceremonies, to the consumption of inebriants.
Right.
Because the set and setting is so important to the activities that are going on, or the consumption that's going on. Because like when consuming cannabis or other hemp derived products, I react to the same strain or product differently, whether I'm chilling in the music room and kicking back to some tunes, versus if I'm out on the convention floor or doing other stuff.
Right.
Same strain, different effects because of set and setting. But we'll get more into that, because we're going to talk some metaphysical and occult stuff also on Monday nights.
Oh.
And this plays into a lot of religious ceremonies and occult ceremonies spanning time. and the use of cannabis and other I can't remember the word, but hallucinogenics through history and all. So it's going to be kind of interesting if you dig metaphysical and occult stuff too.
Fine.
So we're gonna throw in a little bit of everything on, and try to group it together so it makes sense in its entirety. Entirety, that's a big word for me today.
Entirety.
Entirety means in the complete form.
You know what I think was the most ironically thematic part of my day?
What was that?
The fact that my psych lessons that I'm working on this week
Yes.
are the brain and how it responds to stress.
Yes.
Very, very ironically thematic.
Now,
Painfully ironically thematic.
does that bring you back to the discussion last summer about the gut, brain, and endocannabinoid combination and responding to stress? Do you remember our discussions on that?
No. I've
Well,
slept since then.
Good. We're gonna get back
We'll
into
revisit it.
Yes, we're
Yes.
gonna revisit that. How your gut, your brain, and your endocannabinoid system are all linked together, and how one supports the other, and how cannabis plays a part in supporting both.
Right. Well, what I learned today in psychology class
Yes.
is that when you experience stress, your body literally thinks it's dying. It's getting ready to die. When you experience stress, your body's like, oh no, we're going to die.
And that's why stress kills. Stress kills.
I know. Because stress, okay, since it triggers that, oh no, we're going to die factor in your body goes into the fight or flight system, which elevates your heart rate, raises your respiration levels. It causes your peripheral veins to constrict.
But we can learn to control our fight or flight responses.
Yes, through experiencing stress.
And knowing how to properly deal and channel that stress.
Yes, but also if the stress is too much.
That's why you need to learn techniques on channeling and dealing with the stress. That is the whole point of a lot of different schools of thought. Eastern, philosophy talks about this a lot.
Right.
And it's, how we respond. It's not the stress. It's not the outside stressors. It's our response to the outside stressors. So you can't change what's happening beyond you.
Right.
You can change your response to it. And that is through learning, through training, and through experience.
Yeah.
And you have to experience the stress in order to learn how to deal with it.
Well, and your mind literally teaches itself how to deal with stress. It zaps that.
Right. But you choose your own reality so you can.
But also, if it's too much all at once, anxiety attack.
Right. But as your life coach, we'll work on this. We're going to work on techniques for you to help deal with your anxiety.
Listen, my brain has pretty much done a real good job at dealing with my stress. Like, you wouldn't be able to tell that I'm in crippling financial debt right now. You wouldn't be able to tell that I am like thinking about my schoolwork in the back of my head. There's a lot of stressors that I have presently. That you wouldn't be able to tell. I seem pretty chill right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that my brain has taught itself how to deal with those stressors, right? Right. I don't know how to deal.
But as your brain taught you how to deal with those stressors in a positive way, I mean, really, because if not, you're not really, dealing with those stressors.
The thing about stressors, right, is stressors are anything that make you stressed, right? That's the thing about stressors. Am I wrong? No. So,
Let's call them outside influences, and we can accept them as stressors, or we cannot.
yes,
So, the outside influences are what's happening outside.
yes,
You decide how they influence you. It's your decision. It's your reality.
yes, but there
You
are some
decide.
things that you can't change. Your brain says no. That stresses you out.
That's true, but then you learn how to deal with it, so it's not as severe.
And
You're not gonna win this.
You know what stressed me out today?
Tiffany and Tammy.
Tiffany and Tammy stressed me out today to the point of multiple anxiety attack. How dare you?
How dare you?
I was having a fine day. And then I had to go deal with them.
And that just
And I listen,
drove you gono crazy.
I kept my cool for a good 2.5 hours. But finally, like I just broke an anxiety attack. 2 hours is a long time to be being yelled at and to be having to pick up somebody else's slack just because they're lazy. That's a long time to be dealing with that garbage.
I can see that. But
I tried.
what was the one thing that helped you turn your day around?
Groovy days.
Groovy days.
Groovy days.
Available
At MasterRoachiesGarden.com.
and Mr. CBD of Chicago. And I do believe we're on Range Me, and we're on hotelsuppliers.com.
Facebook.
And Facebook. You can buy it here. We're on Tundra. You can buy it on Tundra. We have all kinds of different places. In fact, we need to start putting up a banner or add that to our banner where we're available, because we actually have a lot of places that we are available. So we're going to get the word out there. Look forward to hearing more about the affiliate program. And again, a shout out to Isaac. I look forward to talking to him on Saturday. And yep, the salve.
Salve.
Yep, and we'll try to get that sent out.
I'm working up the formula to make it available for your purchasing needs.
Right. So, like I said, I'm going to be putting together a third version of the salve here in the next week or two.
Here.
And we'll see where that takes us. But I think I'm dialing it in now. So I'm kind of pleased with that.
Okay.
Well, are you feeling much better after spending some time with me?
Spending some time with the Groovy Days made me feel better.
Ah, good. But I know that I'm even, have been more valuable than even the Groovy Days. Just being in the aura.
You've dialed your antics back tonight in order to accommodate my emotional status of today, and I appreciate that.
My antics?
Yes.
Why, I am always this professional.
Of course.
Well, would you like to say good night, Caitlin?
Yeah, I will. Hang on, I got an itchy.
You got an itchy?
Yeah.
Well, by all means, scratchy the itchy.
Good night, fam. Your turn.
Why, thank you.
It's your turn.
Caitlin the Talent.
Would you like to say good night?
I would like to say good night. And as always, peace, love, and good vibes. Good night, all, and thank you for watching. Check us out on Monday Monday, February 6th with Grow Fam.
Wee wee.
Wee wee.
Money, 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 money.